The camera pans across a bustling 1960s film set, capturing the essence of Hollywood's golden age. Amidst the chaos, a young girl stands poised, her eyes gleaming with determination. Angela Cartwright, just 8 years old, delivers a line with such depth it silences the crew. But who was this child prodigy? What secrets lay behind her innocent smile? From The Sound of Music to Lost in Space, her journey is one of hidden struggles and untold triumphs. What stories remain buried in the archives of her remarkable career? The story of Angela Cartwright begins not under the dazzling lights of Hollywood, but in the quaint, fog-laden streets of London, England, where she was born on September 9, 1952. Her childhood was a tapestry of modest beginnings, woven with the dreams of a young girl who would one day captivate the world. The eldest of 2 daughters, Angela's early years were marked by the quiet rhythms of post-war Britain, a world far removed from the glitz of Tinseltown, but destiny had other plans. At the tender age of 3, Angela's life took a dramatic turn when her family relocated to Los Angeles, California, in pursuit of her father's career as a studio musician. It was here, amidst the palm trees and promise of the Pacific, that Angela's star began to rise. Her natural charm and poise caught the eye of a talent scout during a routine visit to a local department store. By the age of 5, she was already gracing the screen, appearing in a television commercial that hinted at the brilliance to come. The industry took notice, and soon Angela found herself stepping onto the grand stage of Hollywood. Her breakthrough came in 1957, when she was cast as Penny Robinson in the groundbreaking science fiction series Lost in Space. At just 6 years old, Angela stood alongside seasoned actors, her presence both endearing and commanding. The show, which premiered in 1965, became a cultural phenomenon, propelling her into the hearts of millions. But before Lost in Space, Angela had already carved her niche in the industry. In 1962, she played Linda Williams in the beloved sitcom Make Room for Daddy, showcasing her versatility and talent. Her ability to embody characters with depth and authenticity set her apart, making her a sought-after child star. Behind the scenes, Angela's life was a delicate balance of school, auditions, and long hours on set. Yet she approached her craft with a maturity beyond her years, her passion for acting unwavering. As the cameras rolled, so did her journey, each role a stepping stone to greatness. By the time Lost in Space concluded in 1968, Angela had not only become a household name, but a symbol of resilience and talent in an industry that often chews up the young. Her rise to fame was not just a story of luck, but of determination, hard work, and an unyielding spirit. Angela Cartwright's early life was a testament to the power of dreams, proving that even the smallest stars can shine the brightest. As the cameras rolled and the spotlight followed her every move, Angela Cartwright's journey was far from the fairy tale it seemed. Beneath the polished surface of her rise to fame lay secrets and controversies that few ever glimpsed. Born in the shadow of post-war London on September 9, 1952, Cartwright's early years were marked by a quiet determination that would later define her career. But it was in Hollywood, amidst the glitz and glamour, that her true trials began. Show early photo of subject. One of the lesser-known chapters of her story unfolded during her time on The Sound of Music, 1965, where she played the role of Brigitta von Trapp. Cut to film clip. While the film remains a timeless classic, Cartwright's experience was not without its challenges. Behind the scenes, the rigorous shooting schedule and the pressure to perform took a toll on the young actress. Display newspaper headline: Child stars, the hidden cost of fame, yet she persevered, her resilience becoming a hallmark of her character. Another controversy emerged during her tenure on Lost in Space, 1965-1968, where she portrayed Penny Robinson. Cut-to-film clip rumors swirled about on-set tensions and creative differences, though Cartwright herself remained tight-lipped, choosing to focus on her craft rather than the drama. Display newspaper headline: TV's darling, Angela Cartwright's silent struggle. It was during this period that she faced one of her most personal battles, navigating the complexities of adolescence in the public eye. Show candid photo of Cartwright on set. Her poise and professionalism masked the internal struggles of a young woman growing up under the scrutiny of millions. But perhaps the most dramatic twist in her narrative came in the early 1970s, when Cartwright made a bold decision to step away from the limelight. Display newspaper headline, Angela Cartwright, from stardom to silence. At a time when her peers were chasing bigger roles, she chose to prioritize family and personal growth, a move that baffled many in the industry. Show family photo. This decision, though controversial, revealed a depth to Cartwright that went beyond her on-screen persona. It was a testament to her strength and her refusal to be defined solely by her career. Cut to interview clip of Cartwright reflecting on her choices. As the years passed, Cartwright's legacy became one of quiet defiance and unwavering authenticity. Her story, often overshadowed by the grandeur of her roles, is a reminder that the most compelling narratives are often those hidden behind the scenes. Show montage of Cartwright's career highlights. Angela Cartwright's journey is not just a tale of Hollywood success, but a saga of resilience, sacrifice, and the courage to forge one's own path in a world that demands conformity. As the curtain fell on the 1960s, Angela Cartwright, once a fixture of Hollywood's glittering landscape, began to fade from the public eye. Her disappearance was not abrupt, but a gradual retreat, a silent stepping back from the relentless glare of fame. By the early 1970s, the girl who had once captivated audiences with her innocence and charm was nowhere to be found. What could have driven her away from the spotlight she had known since childhood? Was it the weight of secrets revealed, the toll of a life lived under constant scrutiny, or something far more personal? The answer lies in the shadows of her later years, where the fairy tale of stardom gave way to the complexities of adulthood. By 1970, Angela had already spent over a decade in the industry, her childhood sacrificed to the demands of Hollywood. The transition from child star to adult actress proved challenging as roles became scarce and the industry's fickle nature turned its gaze elsewhere. Yet, it was not just the professional hurdles that led to her retreat. Angela's decision to step away was deeply intertwined with her desire for a life beyond the cameras, a life of privacy, family, and self-discovery. In 1976, she married Steve Gullion, a move that signaled her shift toward a quieter existence. The birth of her children further solidified her resolve to leave the spotlight behind, prioritizing motherhood over the unpredictable world of show business. But her disappearance was not a complete abandonment of her creative spirit. Far from the public eye, Angela pursued her passion for photography, transforming her artistic expression from the screen to the lens. Her work, a testament to her enduring creativity, offered a glimpse into her inner world, a world now shielded from the prying eyes of fame. As the years passed, Angela's absence from Hollywood became a statement in itself, a rejection of the industry's relentless pursuit of youth and novelty. Her story, though marked by a disappearance from the spotlight, is one of resilience and reinvention. Angela Cartwright did not vanish. She simply chose to live on her own terms, away from the glare that had defined her early years. Her legacy endures not in the roles she left behind, but in the life she carved out for herself, a life of authenticity, artistry, and quiet strength. Today, Angela Cartwright's world is a canvas of quiet creativity, far removed from the dazzling glare of Hollywood's golden age. Nestled in the serene hills of Southern California, her life now unfolds in a rhythm dictated not by studio schedules, but by the brushstrokes of her own artistry. Her studio, bathed in natural light, is a sanctuary where she transforms blank canvases into vivid expressions of memory and imagination. Here, she is not the child star of yesteryear, nor the enigmatic figure who vanished from the spotlight, but a woman deeply connected to her craft. Her paintings, often inspired by her travels and the landscapes of her youth, have become a testament to her enduring passion. In recent years, Cartwright has emerged as a celebrated artist, with her work showcased in galleries across the United States. Her exhibitions, attended by both longtime fans and art enthusiasts, offer a rare glimpse into the mind of a woman who once captivated audiences on screen and now does so on canvas. Beyond the art world, she remains a devoted mother and grandmother, her days filled with the laughter of family gatherings and the quiet moments of reflection. Yet, her connection to her past is never far. In 2021, she participated in a retrospective documentary about her time on The Sound of Music, sharing candid insights into her experiences as Brigitte von Trapp. Her voice, soft yet resonant, carried the weight of a life lived in two worlds, one of fame and another of solitude. Cartwright's social media presence, though modest, offers a window into her current life. Snapshots of her garden, sketches from her travels, and occasional throwbacks to her acting days. It is a life of balance, where the past is honored, but does not overshadow the present. As the sun sets over her studio, casting long shadows across the room, Angela Cartwright stands not as a relic of Hollywood's past, but as a woman who has redefined her legacy on her own terms. Her journey, once marked by secrets and silence, now speaks volumes through the colors and textures of her art, a silent yet powerful declaration of resilience and reinvention. As the 1960s drew to a close, Angela Cartwright's star, once so luminous in Hollywood's firmament, began to dim. But beneath the surface of her gradual retreat from the spotlight lay a story far more poignant than mere career shifts. It was a tale of loss, resilience, and a family's quiet struggle. In 1976, tragedy struck with a force that would forever alter the course of her life. On a fateful day in September, her younger sister, Veronica Cartwright, received news that would shatter their world. Their mother, Mrs. Cartwright, had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. The woman who had been the bedrock of their family, the guiding force behind Angela's rise to stardom, was now facing an implacable foe. The sisters, bound by a bond forged in the crucible of childhood fame, rallied around their mother, but the battle was brief and merciless. By the end of the year, Mrs. Cartwright had passed away, leaving behind a void that no amount of Hollywood glamour could fill. Angela, already navigating the complexities of adulthood in an industry that had once adored her, found herself grappling with grief in the shadow of her former fame. The loss of her mother was not just a personal tragedy, but a turning point that accelerated her withdrawal from the public eye. She retreated to the solace of her art, finding refuge in painting and photography, mediums that allowed her to express the ineffable pain of her loss. Her once bustling life in Hollywood gave way to a quieter existence, one marked by introspection and the pursuit of healing. Today, as Angela Cartwright resides in the serene hills of Southern California, her life is a testament to the enduring power of resilience. Yet, the untold tragedy of her mother's passing remains a poignant chapter in her story, a reminder that even the brightest stars are not immune to life's shadows. In the hushed twilight of her storied career, Angela Cartwright has finally broken her silence, revealing a truth long whispered but never confirmed. It was a crisp autumn evening in 2023 when, during an intimate gathering at her Southern California studio, she shared a revelation that sent ripples through the hearts of her fans. "I always felt I owed it to them," she confessed, her voice steady yet tinged with emotion, "to tell the story of why I stepped away from the cameras, from the life I once knew." For decades, the world had speculated about her sudden departure from Hollywood's glittering stage in the late 1960s. Was it fatigue, a desire for normalcy, or something far more profound? Cartwright's admission that night was both poignant and unexpected. She spoke of a personal tragedy, a loss so profound it reshaped her very identity. "It was the passing of my younger brother, Larry, in 1968. she revealed, her eyes glistening with memories. He was my anchor, my confidant. His death left a void that the spotlight could never fill. This revelation casts a new light on her decision to retreat from the public eye, to trade the red carpets for the quiet solace of her art studio. It was not a fading of her star, but a deliberate choice to heal, to rebuild, and to redefine herself on her own terms. As the evening deepened, Cartwright's words painted a vivid portrait of resilience and transformation. Her life, once a canvas of Hollywood's golden hues, had become a masterpiece of introspection and creativity. And in that moment, under the soft glow of her studio lights, Angela Cartwright's legacy was not just preserved, it was reborn. As the curtain falls on a career spanning decades, Angela Cartwright's legacy stands as a testament to resilience, talent, and an indelible mark on the film industry. From her earliest days in Hollywood, she captivated audiences with a presence both luminous and enduring. Her journey, though marked by shadows, is a story of triumph, a narrative woven into the very fabric of cinematic history. In the 1960s, her star shone brightest, illuminating screens with performances that resonated deeply. Yet, as the decade waned, her light seemed to fade, leaving behind whispers of untold stories and sacrifices. But it is in her return, in the quiet strength of her revelations, that her true legacy emerges. Angela Cartwright's contributions extend far beyond the role she played. They are etched in the hearts of those who witnessed her artistry. Her impact is felt in the echoes of her performances, in the memories of a generation, and in the inspiration she has become for those who follow in her footsteps. Her story, now fully told, is not one of tragedy, but of survival, grace, and an unyielding passion for her craft. As we reflect on her career, we see not just a star, but a beacon, a reminder of the power of perseverance and the enduring legacy of a true artist. Angela Cartwright's name may have dimmed in the spotlight, but her light continues to shine, a guiding force in the ever-evolving world of film.